if something goes wrong with my BMW, I think I'll probably end up getting one.
So you're going to end up getting one?
Yeah, pretty much. I swear my car thinks it's on stars and
really?
Yeah, I started out the other morning. All of a sudden, it's just big cloud of smoke. But my car thinks it's like it's an actual car that runs properly.
So you started, and it's like, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be reliable.
It just doesn't work. I must admit.
I need to finish that Day of the Jackal. I got
Oh, superb.
That was good. Yeah. Even the
Eddie
last...
Redmayne's wife is fit as fuck.
The Spanish bird?
Yeah.
I liked her.
Oh, she's so fit.
But these are all on, by the way.
That's fine. We're
Focus on my hand.
I'm still debating whether Barry's going to poison me with his milk that's gone off.
Look, do you want me to make you another one, Jim?
No, it's fine. It's just a waste of a coffee pod. Right, should we go?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I love it. These claps are getting more...
We're getting more pronounced, aren't they?
Yeah. Right, welcome to Gasoline Junkies. Well, I'm Russell. This is Barry. And today's episode is going to be slightly different because we're just chatting to each other again.
We're ad hocing, aren't we?
We're going to actually introduce Chris... Not on camera, but you're going to have a bit of input in it as well, aren't you?
Yeah, our cameraman's been promoted. And
instead of mic.
Instead of hearing a muffle, he's actually got a mic now.
Yeah, he's got a voice for radio, is it?
Face for radio.
Face for radio.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to just wing this a little bit.
Yeah, so this is episode number what now? Is it...
10, I think.
Yeah, so double figures.
Double figures. Yeah. So we were
top 3% of the world.
Stop. Yeah, we're technically in the top 3% of the world.
Super. We are actually superstars to our, couple of dozen viewers.
I think it's my mum, my dad, and me. I think.
Yeah, me as well. I'll watch it.
You two don't watch it. Sometimes I question them, and they're like, "Yeah, they haven't watched that one either."
Right. So how are we going to do this?
We're going to ask each other a couple of questions, car related, obviously, cool. And you're going to pick my brain and I'm going to pick yours. Cool.
And then we said about this off air, we're going to do a little section later called What Grinds Our Gears?
Yes.
Yeah? So we're going to do question time and then basically just rant about what we want to, so long as it's automotive based.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm sure we'll have a good old rant.
Cool.
Get some stuff off our...
Yeah. Most definitely.
Right, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
Seeing as you've written them out, mate, and I'm just winging it with what's in my head and what I think you'll know.
Right, okay. So these are car-related questions.
Okay.
And my first question to you is, are you a good passenger?
Depends who's driving.
Right.
If you were driving, yes, because we don't go fast enough to be in danger.
You can literally open the door and jump out.
Kirsty, my darling wife, I'm a good passenger so long as I don't look at what she's doing.
Right.
Because there's sometimes where she'll be like, la, chatting away. It's almost like she makes driving the third most important task of what she's doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm pressing that imaginary brake.
I was going to bring this up, actually, the imaginary brake.
And she gets it where I'm like, fucking hell, babe. And I do that. And she really, really hates me being a passenger. So I've really had to learn over the years to... just almost sedate myself before I get in a car with anyone.
Get pissed.
But genuinely, I'm probably most nervous when I'm with her. But then 9 times out of 10, we've probably got the kids in the car as well. So it just,
Yeah.
But if I'm with you, fine. Sure, if I'm with you, fine. Dave, our previous guest, in his M2 when we're spanking around somewhere, absolutely fine. Nothing really frightens me about speed, but there's something about being a really fucking nervous passenger with my wife.
Yeah.
So...
This is going to get really sexist, isn't it?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be, because I've got a couple of stories about my missus as well.
Go on in.
No, just very, very similar to what you've just brought up. I have the imaginary brake.
Yeah.
I think my missus, she brakes far too late.
Yeah.
She drives far too fast leading up to a roundabout.
Yeah.
Like, to me, you approach every roundabout like you're going to stop. And if you don't stop, it's a bonus.
Okay.
So, but she's like speeding up. And you're like, she's going to slow down a minute. She's not slowing down a minute. Oh, my God. And then it's like the imaginary brake comes out. And then I'm like, then after the first one, I let it go. Second one, I might sort of suggest something. Third one, I'm like telling her how to drive.
Yeah.
So normally the only time she ever drives is when I've had a drink. So obviously you can imagine my sarcasm and it doesn't go down too well, to the point where sometimes she just like pulls over and is like, do you want to just walk home? I have sort of suggested I should walk home sometimes as well.
I thought you were going to stop. You want to try.
I think with us, if it's just the two of us going out, irrespective of where we're going, lunch, dinner, 5 miles, 100 miles, whatever, we'll generally always take my car.
Yeah.
I'll always drive that because she's still getting used to my car with it being a hybrid, and she loves driving a manual car, but I'll always kind of power myself into the front seat, into the driver's seat.
I don't think it's even an option for us. It's literally, I've got the keys, I'm getting in the car, unless I've had a drink.
9 times out of 10, if ever I'm driving, I'm like, I look at her and she's just on her phone, she's texting, she's talking. I can't do that.
No.
I can't do the whole scrolling and that if I'm a passenger.
Does it make you feel
Makes
ill?
me feel fucking woozy, mate.
It's easier while you're driving.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot easier when you're driving.
Yeah. What, to text people?
Yeah.
You got done for that, didn't you?
Yeah. That's why I just talk to Siri now. But no, it's overall, it depends on the person. But I trust my wife implicitly. I love her to the end of the earth. I just don't trust. I don't know. She makes me nervous.
Right, we can like heavily edit this.
I know we can, yeah. But it's that Jesus handle as well. Oh, Jesus Christ! But
Yeah.
she has got better, and or more to the point, I've got better as a passenger with her. So I think it's more a me thing than her.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
It's more a me, because she is an incredibly good driver. I'm trying to redeem myself here now.
These are the bits that are going to be cut out.
She is a really, really good driver. I'm probably just a really shit passenger. So yes.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that with me as well.
Yeah.
But I'd say, and she doesn't. She could do with an automatic car. She doesn't do gears work very good.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, she leaves it far too long in gears. She doesn't change when she should.
Bouncing it off the limiter.
Yeah, so but that's for another day.
Another day. Right, my question to you, mate. Out of all the cars, all the colours in the world, what is your favourite colour on a car?
On a car. See, this depends. So
It can be very varied, because I think the shape and angles.
yeah,
and
I'd say
whatever.
if I was to get a Porsche, I would want a red Porsche.
Okay.
If I was to get a Ferrari, I would want a red Ferrari.
Okay.
Lamborghini, I'd probably say yellow.
Okay.
Or black.
Right.
I think black with gold on a Lamborghini looks really classy.
Okay. So what then? I'll.
Right, hold on, because this is still one thing. So Aston Martin,
Yeah.
I'd want like gunmetal grey, because I
Yeah.
just think or silver. It just goes really well together. Mustang, I'd either go for like the Eleanor, so the silver,
Yeah.
or gunmetal grey again, I suppose, or the green that was in Bullet.
Yeah.
Then you got Dukes of Hazzard. You'd have to go for orange, wouldn't you? Really? Or not?
Yeah. But it's a given, mate.
Yeah. So I sent you guys a picture this morning, didn't I?
Yeah.
Of the Challenger.
Yeah.
And I think one of them in orange would look really
A 2018 Challenger in orange.
Yeah.
I'd like to have it all black. Not everything.
I mean, the one that we had in the grey was nice. That seems to be the in colour.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's just like primer, basically.
Yeah.
It seems to be the in colour at the
Yeah.
moment. What else? Yeah, so I think each car would have a different colour. It's not just one
So
colour.
there isn't just a favourite colour that you thought.
No.
I think the only thing I disagree with that, I want an Aston British racing green.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I suppose. I'd say that's more of a Jag colour for me, though.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
I like the voltage, the Vantage
Yeah.
racing green.
See, James Bond cars were always silver, weren't they? Or
Yes.
did he have a green one?
I think his was green.
Was it?
I might be wrong. And I might have this.
Always saw it at night though. It's DBS. You always saw it at night.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What other cars is there then, for colour wise?
I think you've really expanded on the question. It was a very expansive question.
Yeah.
But
Same as-
I just thought I just generalised it. I was like, have you got a favourite
Colour.
colour in a car? Have you seen a car and just thought, fucking
No,
hell,
so
that
it's-
looks
I
good.
think-
Or that colour's gorgeous.
Yeah, each car.
Like, if you had to pick your whole car collection.
Yeah, like Chris Evans has
Chris
done all his
Evans
cars
always
white.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one colour to paint your car,
satin matte black.
Oh, really?
I just think it goes with everything.
Okay.
It looks mean. Like if you had a satin matte black Ferrari, that would look really cool. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Navara. Maybe one day we can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
We seem to be getting a bit of an echo in here. Have you heard it?
Not really.
Oh, okay, we heard it. Maybe it's me.
Probably that milk.
It's the dodgy milk. I'll be seeing like pink elephants in a minute. Actually, you can turn that, talking about milk, you can turn that fridge off. We're just drinking the out-of-date milk anyway.
So I think my colour...
Oh, it's all about you now, is it? I thought it was still on me. No, can I still finish my question?
Go on
Right. So I'd say an Escort Cosworth has to be the blue.
Yeah.
A Focus RST.
Yeah.
I would want white with the... blue with the white stripe down it.
Yeah.
What else?
Predators, blue with gold alloys.
Yeah, that's a must. All right, I think that's me done with colours.
You've gone through pretty much every
Bearing in
colour.
mind I'm colourblind, I've picked up a fair lot of colours. Go on, you can answer it now.
Porsche Macadamia Metallic. That's my favourite colour.
That's just sounding like the maddest colour you've just made up in your head.
No, it's on their Porsche paint to sample range,
Right.
where it's not a standard colour. You have to pay many thousands to have it
Oh,
done.
okay. What colour is it?
It's macadamia metallic. So
Which
it's like look at
Sounds like a pizza.
Is
it's
it macadamia nut? Is it brown?
it's brown.
Oh,
It's a
right.
metallic. It sounds weird, but it's a metallic brown.
Yeah.
But when you get the sun on it, fuck me, it's gorgeous.
Right.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm sure that's what he's. What did I say the geezer had next door? Scirocco.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's that colour brown.
could be.
Yeah.
So it's not dust.
That's
Could
a
be
bit of
dust.
a barn find. No, it was brown. And it was metallic brown, so it could be.
Cool. Well, you went very elaborated on that. You went through basically every car.
So what would be your colour?
Macadamia metallic
What, on every car?
on every car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just think it's stunning.
Don't know. When you say the colour brown on a car, it just always reminds me of an Allegro.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think it just looks stunning. And I've seen it on several different Porsches. I've seen it on 911s, Panameras, Taycans. It just doesn't look bad.
Okay.
It's just stunning. That's my choice. I'm going to be very simple with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
So
simple.
I'm going for satin matte black, and you've gone for
I've
brown.
gone for brown.
Go on, Chris. You can answer this
Go on,
one as
mate.
well.
I was searching up what macadamia brown was. Yeah, it might have been matte black. I'd murder them all out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a bit of a theme going there.
You have.
Well, I might have gone for satin, so I like a little bit of a shine to it. So,
You're ganging up on me now.
If you had to pick one colour, it'd be that.
yeah. But then saying that, if I was to have like an old, like if I had an old C10 square body Chevy truck, I'd go for like the baby blue, like what my cup
Oh,
is.
really?
Yeah, because I just think it looks cute. But I would want like
Normally the C10s are like two. They're half and half, though, aren't
yeah,
they?
with
'Cause
a white, like a white stripe down
Yeah.
the side, and then blue. I would want. Oh, that's like a bronzy colour. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is nice actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll give it.
Am I redeemed?
Yeah,
It's not brown.
it looks a lot better than I thought it
Yeah.
did in my head. But yeah, so I'd go for like a baby blue, but I'd want patina.
Cool.
If I had an old Chevy truck.
Very good.
Yeah. So
Right, now you ask me something.
Right, another question. Did I bring it? I know I might as well save this for my rants actually. Yeah, I will. So if you had 10 grand to buy a car,
Yeah.
what would you buy?
Is there a critique?
No. So you lost your company car
Yeah.
and you got some redundancy money.
Yeah.
You got to go and buy yourself a car next week. What would you go and buy?
Just to live my life as it is at the minute.
Yeah. I think 10 grand's a good number, isn't it, really?
It is a good number. I'm going to be really boring. I'm going to say a Passat Estate. I'm going
Like
to say
you
a
had
new
before?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice car.
I'm going to say a VW Passat Estate or my Skoda Superb Estate, purely because I need the space for my daughter's equipment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I was solely buying it for me,
Yeah, okay, let's slightly change it, yeah, because that's a bit
So
more...
I'm buying it for- I'm buying
bit
it
too
for-
grown up. So, yeah, you're
Yeah.
buying yourself a £10,000 toy.
okay, £10,000 toy.
And it doesn't have to be running. It could be a project car if you want it.
And my wife doesn't have to drive it or anything. It's
Nope.
solely just for me.
Just your project car.
There's a question. Would you let your wife drive your car?
Yeah,
Would you?
yeah.
I wouldn't.
As long as she's not, I'm not the passenger. 10 grand. 10 grand. Smiles for miles, I would buy. That's my brain ticking. Can you hear that?
That's a clog.
10,000 quid. I would buy an old V8 AMG C-Class Merc from about 2015.
Nice.
I would look.
My mate had one of those.
I would look for an early C63 AMG. I think because when they come out, it must be about 2015, maybe 9, possibly 10 years ago. They were everywhere, and they sound like amplified.
They do, don't they?
Thunder.
Yeah.
And Claire, my mate, who's hopefully a future guest on this podcast, she had one.
All right.
And I think I'll buy one of them. I don't know what you can get for 10 grand because I haven't researched it. But if I could get a C63 AMG and just fuck about with it for ages, it's practical enough that I can do my daily shit in it, but it's fast enough to,
Yeah.
many poos will come out when I drive it.
Make a good toy.
Yeah.
I think I would go for. Is it going over to me now?
It's you now, yeah.
So I think because I've got my 5 Series,
Yeah.
my E39. I think I'll try and get an M5.
For 10 grand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen some.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen some. Whether I'd get a decent one for 10 grand, I think I might struggle.
You did stipulate it could be a project car.
Yeah. But I just love it. I love the look of it. I don't think it's aged at all, really.
So an M5 in the same shape as yours?
E39, yeah.
See, if
M5.
I could go for an E60, which I think, if I'm right in my BMW numbers, that's the one after you with the
Yes.
with the V10.
Yeah.
That's the one I'd go for if I could.
Like that one we went round to see your...
Yeah. Yeah. So that shape, but with the V10 in it. Because when you put a Krapovich exhaust on it, they sound like a fucking Formula One car. They sound epic. So yeah, I think for me something with a V8 or above.
Yeah.
Because I always set myself a little goal that I'd have a V8 by the time I'm 40, and I'm 46 and I haven't.
Oh.
So I failed. That's probably one thing I've failed on in my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, something with a thumping big V8 that's practical enough to do your mid-20s on a commute to the job centre, because I've just lost my job, but fun enough to enjoy it on the way back.
Yeah. Failing that, if I didn't have the M5, the M5, I'd probably want to go for like a Porsche Boxster or something. I've always wanted one of them, which I know you can get for under 10 grand. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think.
What about you, Chris?
Mustang.
Would you get one for 10 grand though?
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would have said that if I'd known you could get one for 10 grand.
No,
Straight away, Auto Trader.
I loved them at the time when they come out, them ones. But I just think, from a visual point of view, they've just got so much better looking
Still a project.
as they've got older.
I don't know. Dave's one, it's the same shape as Dave's, right? Yeah. When he had these, I just thought that was beautiful.
It was beautiful, but I love the new ones.
Yeah.
I think they're stunning. Absolutely, just one of the best looking cars on the planet.
Yeah, Chris that's coming on in a few weeks' time. He's got one, hasn't he? Yeah.
Dave's one was gorgeous with the wheels and everything like that. But if I had to choose a Mustang, I would rather, instead of having one of those, I'd rather go without and try and get in it. But it's personal preference. Yeah. If Chris loves it, he loves it.
So if anyone wants to sponsor the show and buys a 10 grand car, we can race them.
Yeah.
Who would win, actually? That'd be close, wouldn't it? My
race?
M5.
Well, you don't drive fast enough. so you're third already.
Break it down.
Yeah, knowing my luck, it would break down, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's that.
There's only one way to find out, isn't there, really?
Yeah.
Right.
Next question.
Put that on the list of things to do.
Do you have a favourite alloy wheel?
See, back in the day, I used to love like Wolf Race wheels.
Yeah.
But I was a bit of I used to have a few Beetles, so if I had the Beetles back then, it was like all about MP wheels.
Yeah.
And there was a certain I couldn't tell you what it was, but there was a certain style of Beetle wheel that I used to just love, and it was beautiful. But And they were only 15-inch.
Thumping big 15s.
They were only 15-inch, but that was big on a Beetle back then.
It was.
But if I had a favourite alloy wheel, I love the ones I've got on my BM at the moment. Actually,
yeah, I was going to say it could be from an original manufacturer car, so it comes standard on a car, or if there's an aftermarket one. I know that's a very, very broad
thing. I love the wheels that are on my car because they're deep dished.
Yeah.
But now I've just said deep dish, I'd say the Escort Cosworth wheel is probably by far the best, sexiest wheel ever made.
As a standard wheel, they did them with the 16s, but then there was an aftermarket one where they stuck 18s on them.
They were
and they look the fucking nuts in 18. They're gorgeous anyway. But I think you're right, because from standard, I don't think there is a better wheel and car combination that looked that good.
It just worked, didn't it? Yeah, no, it really worked. But I also like the ST Focus wheels that we had on the Mondays.
Yeah, they look good.
I really like those. I thought they were nice, but they were just like a rip off of like a Lamborghini wheel, really.
They were. They almost reminded me a bit of. Do you remember the old TSW Venom?
Yeah.
They look very everything that's kind of that almost snowflakey type design always reminds me of a TSW Venom.
TSW Venom. I know that for years. Yeah. So go on. What about you? Your wheels?
I may divide opinion on it. I love free spokes.
Do you?
I just think they were so out there.
Yeah.
And when we were growing up, they were fucking everywhere, weren't they? Everybody, if you had free spokes, you were cool.
Yeah.
And they're nowhere to be seen now.
They were like Wolf Race as well, weren't they?
Wolf Race, TSW. I think everybody had a version of them.
Yeah.
I think the TSW one was called the Phoenix.
Right.
I'm sure of it. I might be wrong, but I'm sure they were TSW Phoenix. They were 3 spokes.
Yeah. So going back in the day with like the Max Power magazines, you'd always have the adverts at the back with the wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was always a 3-spoke and a 5-spoke. I always preferred the 5-spoke.
Yeah, that would have been the TSW Stealth.
Yes,
it was very rounded.
Yeah, no, it was Stealth. But then they brought out a wheel called a Voodoo. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
And they reminded me of what the Audi then adapted. Yeah. Very much like an Audi wheel.
Wolf Race brought them out. I thought it was called a Wolf Race Voodoo.
Right, it could be.
Such a geek.
It could be. But they were a cool wheel. I like those.
No, I think free spoke. I loved free spokes.
So do you like Georgia
Erin's, her thing?
Have you seen her pickup truck? Do you like them wheels?
Yes, I do.
It is those wheels, isn't it?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look cool.
Yeah,
I think they're definitely a Marmite wheel.
They are. They're definitely a Marmite wheel. But I think in this day and age, with the wheels that you can get now, you've got to be very brave to pull it off.
Yeah. And they don't suit every... Cause I remember... I don't know if you ever see it. Sammy used to have a BMW 3 Series convertible, and she had them on that, and they looked smart. They were really smart. Yeah. They would like you say. You used to see them, and it'd be like, whoa. They look
it's just
really
like
smart.
the old Max Power mags. Do you remember when they did that Carlton project car? It was called Project Thunder.
Yes.
The big yellow one.
Yeah.
That had, massive compared to a 15. They were like 17, 18-inch free spokes.
Yeah.
They just look the nuts.
Yeah.
But you can only pull them off if you've got really big brakes behind it as well.
Yeah.
Or really good looking brake calipers and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like free spokes.
Cool. That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
Don't know anything about alloys. I always have really small ones.
You just want Matt's alloys off his Dodge Ram, don't you?
I said I've never heard about it. Matt, if you're listening.
But equally, your brother Dean's American racing wheels.
Oh, they're lovely.
They're timeless design.
Yeah.
They're just, they are stunning.
Dave had them on his Mustang.
He had them on his Mustang. I think there's not a... They look good on every car you put them on.
Oh, that reminds me. So Dean actually got 6 wheels when he got those.
Did he?
Yeah. One of them he's going to use for the tattoo shop, and he said the other one we can put in here if you want to have it up somewhere.
That's cool.
Brand new in a box. So
that's brilliant.
Make it into a little bit of a feature.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So right, is it another question?
Yep, got it.
Right, so this is a good question, I think. Right, and this is going to
be good.
It better be good. There's a lot of build up to this.
I'm going to redeem myself. So, if you needed a getaway car, what would it be?
From a robbery.
You just needed to get away.
I need to get away.
Yeah.
Where are we robbing?
Well,
say a bank. Say a bank. You
just city. Or...
Yeah, no, you're in a city.
Seriously.
In a city. Again, I could make this really expansive. Is it a failed robbery and I'm running for my life, or am I running for the border?
No, so you've done a bank job.
A successful bank job.
Yeah, you've jumped in the car, the police have been called, and you need to get away, and at some point the police are going to catch up with you and you need to get away from him.
That invisible car from James Bond.
But what if it's snowing?
Yeah.
If it's snowing, you're going to see the
fucking
tracks.
hell. You're making it impossible to get away now. I'm probably going to...
That was a good question, wasn't
It was a very good question.
I think just pick the fastest, the best handling.
it? Yeah.
And it's got to make me look good driving, hasn't it? It's
Oh,
going
you're not. I don't know whether you. No, you're not driving. That's my next question is who would you get to drive it? But
All right, I need to pick the car first
Not
then.
you.
We've scored a we've scored a substantial amount of loot, swag for this robbery.
Yeah.
I'm having an RS6,
An RS6.
Audi RS6.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's
that's
the
good.
big thumping
The
estate
estate,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Probably the newest one, which
Yeah.
looks like it's been on steroids. Who am I going to have to drive it? The Stig.
Yeah. That's a good call actually. You would want somebody who can drive, couldn't
Yeah.
you? Really.
I would have. Or it's my dream, Lewis Hamilton.
But would he be good at driving a getaway car though? He can drive around a track brilliantly.
Yeah.
Would he be a good getaway driver?
In my head, yes. Yeah. Okay, the Stig.
The Stig would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's done driving like that before, hasn't he?
But-
I think any form of like rally driver or who's a guy that died?
Colin
McRae.
No, not him. The other one.
Richard Burns.
No, the Mustang bloke, the monster bloke.
Ken Block.
Ken Block.
Ken Brock, yeah. He would be amazing as a
Well,
getaway
not anymore.
driver. Not now. He would have been great.
He would have been sensational.
Yeah, especially if they close the city down.
He
He
did
just
that
got
one in London, didn't he?
Yeah.
In trouble for getting
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, so if you could pick anyone alive or dead,
Yeah,
I think Ken Block would be,
yeah,
quite frankly, amazing.
yeah.
All right, what car would you choose?
See, I think what you've picked is brilliant, but it would stick out like a sore thumb because you don't see very many of them about.
That is true.
So if you're going to, if I was to pick a getaway car, if I was planning a like thingy,
You say Tesla.
no,
You can kick him with the
no. If I was planning a robbery, I would want something that was quick, nimble, handles well, wasn't going to run out of electricity, but blended in as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Why has it got to blend in? Because you said the police are going to catch you eventually and you've got to get away.
No, they catch. They see us, and then we have a bit of a chase, but we
Right.
technically get away because you got such a good driver. But I don't know. You know, like so. Go back to Baby Driver. They used the Subaru, didn't they? Was it Subaru?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a Subaru. That was. It wasn't too flash, but it was. It
I'm
blended in a little
going to
bit.
caveat you on that. You see hardly any Subaru Imprezas on the road these days. So if you want to be inconspicuous,
Yeah.
don't get a car that's rare.
Yeah.
At least if you drive around London, where I assume this bank robbery has just happened, round the more affluent part, central London, an Audi RS6 is going to look poor against the Lamborghinis and Ferraris and all that shit you see around there. Or even no, in fact, fuck it, I'm going to have a G-Wagon.
Are they nimble and they're quick?
No, but they can go anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That's not a bad call, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to have a G-Wagon.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
And what are you going to have?
I don't
Because
know.
I've just stolen your thunder again.
Yeah, you have,
You said Impreza and I shot you down.
Yeah, because
you'd be
it-
going to prison.
Might as well have like a Honda Civic Type R or something.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
really good shout.
That's not a bad call.
That's a
actually.
really good shout.
But would it be big enough to get you and your three comrades in and the
It
driver
would be,
as well, though?
but you would have only probably got Frupp and Tapenny between you. or each.
Squeeze it in by the socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing is you have to get something big enough. That's why your Audi estate would have been good.
I was having this off-subject chat with someone yesterday. Banks don't hold money anymore.
No.
So I think we've kind of shot this one to pieces a little bit now, because if you're going to go and do a robbery,
You're going to run off with
you're
a
going
laptop.
Yeah, you're going to run off with a laptop. So in that
Flash
case,
drive.
the fastest way around London is an e-bike.
Oh, you couldn't do a bank job on an e-bike, could you?
No,
they
worst
do.
movie ever.
Yeah.
They do, didn't they? There was that lad driving around and
Yeah.
nicking people's
No, but
phones.
we've really overanalyzed this and shot it to pieces. Where I think what you meant was your traditional bank robbery.
Yeah.
Stick them up, you
Yeah. So
swines.
basically, you're reenacting the beginning of Baby
Yeah.
Driver. What car would you pick?
RS6 or a
I
G-Wagon.
think that's a really good call because it's big enough to get your loot in. Yeah, right.
Cool.
I like that answer.
Right, my question to you.
Who would I get to drive it?
Yeah, who would you get to drive it?
Anne.
Yeah, she would be good actually. I would say, to be honest, I'd say the Stig as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Chris?
I'd have a Nissan Skyline. Only 'cause I want one. No one's catching that.
That is very true. Point to point, there's not much that can beat them.
No, but is it big enough to get 4 people in and all you loot?
Yeah, decent sized car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not that bad one, but
Not yet.
yeah.
Not with that attitude, you're not.
You're on the scrounge today, aren't you?
We're just like a bunch of thingy whores.
Right,
Except the Gasoline Junkies Russ.
my question to you, if you could have any SUV, what would it be?
Trackhawk.
Yes. Stunning car.
Is that what you'd go for, a Trackhawk?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. Put a bit of a tune on it, about 900 horsepower.
What? I don't really know that many SUVs. What is there
Just
about?
say Trackhawk then.
Just say Trackhawk.
What is there about other than that?
SUV. Well,
Yeah.
my car's an SUV. You got the Porsche Cayenne, Porsche Macan, Trackhawk,
What's a Trackhawk?
Jeep.
Yeah.
So it's not over here.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's basically-
Jeeps are supposed to be really unreliable, aren't
Yeah,
they?
but it's got a V8 in it,
I know.
supercharged. You can outrun the unreliability.
So is Dean's Audi? Is that class?
That's
as
an
a
SUV, yeah.
Yeah, I must
A
admit.
Cadillac Escalade. Your Range Rover, for example, your old one you had. That's
Rag over there.
the Touareg that's
Yeah.
parked over there. Something that's, they're everywhere, mate.
Yeah.
So what would you have if you had to have anyone from the world?
Probably the Range Rover, I think. But they're just so unreliable, aren't they? We had a conversation about this earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
The Porsche would be nice, but it's not really a Porsche, is it?
It's not, but they're lovely.
Yeah, they are.
Would you class the new Mustang as an SUV?
The electric thing.
No, I class that as disgusting.
Yeah, piece of shit. Now, what about the Lamborghini do one as well, don't they?
The Urus.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lovely. And Aston Martin, thinking about it now,
Yeah.
I started thinking about it. I think I'd have the Lamborghini.
I'd have the Aston Martin.
Would you?
Or the Brabus 6x6.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like one of them. Or a Mitsubishi Pajero Evo. You don't know what one of
Is
them
that
is.
the one in Saudi Arabia when they're bombing?
No, is that Pajero Evo?
Didn't Pinsy had a Pajero?
I don't think we should.
No, but it's an Evo. It was a homologated version, so it's like a rally version. I think Mitsubishi made it for the Paris Dakar. I'll send you a picture of it.
All right.
But they do one in. I think they were asked about by Rally Art, who did a load of Mitsubishi Evos, and they just look so cool.
Really?
I'd have one.
Yeah, you'd have to send me a picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd
Hang
have the Lambo. I think one of my mates has got the Lambo. Or he did have.
Let me just find a picture.
I have to try and get him on.
One of them.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's old then, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's cool. For the sake of the cameras, I'll send you that, and you can I'll blast
I'll
out.
put a picture up.
Right, we're on 4 questions each, mate. So last one. You have £1,000 to buy a car. What are you buying?
As a toy?
As a mode of transport at the minute. So similar scenario to what you said for me.
Yeah.
You've just got redundancy or whatever, but
I need a
throughout
runaround.
everything, you need a runaround for less than £1,000. But the caveat is, it's got to make you smile every time you get out of it. What are you getting?
I think I would go with a Focus, and because it's only £1,000, I'll try and make it look like the ST.
Okay, cool.
Because I've got a thing about them at the moment.
What, STs?
Yeah.
The earlier ones are quite cheap now.
Yeah. So
with the 5-cylinder.
I still don't think you're getting it. You might get a Mark II. I reckon. Well, I've seen a couple of Mark II Focuses STs for about 2.5-3 grand.
Yeah.
Because if something goes wrong with my BMW, I think I'll probably end up getting one.
Fair enough.
That's what.
So you're going to end up getting one.
Yeah, pretty much. So I was telling Chris about this the other day. So because it's been cold lately,
Yeah.
I've been going out to my car and starting it up in the mornings. And do you remember Stars in Their Eyes?
Yeah.
And they used to come when it used to like the doors used to open, all the smoke used to come out. I swear my car thinks it's on Stars in Their Eyes.
Really?
Yeah, I started it out the other morning. All of a sudden, it's just big cloud of smoke.
Is it smoke or condensation?
I'm hoping it's condensation because it only does it when it's cold. When I first start it up.
It's probably condensation.
But my
mate.
car thinks it's an actual car that runs properly.
So you start it and it's like, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be reliable.
It just doesn't work. But no, yeah. So it's only when it's cold.
Yeah.
And it stops by the time it's warmed up. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it is that. But if it's anything more, I'm just going to set it on eBay for parts.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We go back to the drawing board.
Focus. Chris? £1,000.
I don't know, but I loved my Mondeo. It was that died and was a piece of shit. I loved it. It was comfortable, nice, easy drive. So probably something boring like that.
Okay, cool.
What would you have?
I would try and find a Fabia VRS.
Oh, okay.
If I could find one with a 1.9 diesel in them, because they sound wicked for a diesel, and they've got about 200 odd horsepower.
Is that what you had?
Really cool. Jesus Christ! Remember the really cool Skoda advert when they like made it out like snakes?
Yeah, that was the newer one where they like punch the thingy. That was the newer Fabia VRS, but the older one slightly angled, so it must be an 02 plate or something.
Yeah.
If I could find one of them for £1,000.
Didn't you buy a Fabia? It wasn't the sporty one.
That was a piece of shit with it.
Didn't it break down like at the bottom of the bloke's drive that you bought it off?
No, is that the Skoda? I bought it in
Luton or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I bought it in an industrial estate.
Oh.
Took it for a test drive. It was perfect. Yeah, no problem. Got from the industrial estate to the M1 junction, about 4 engine lights come on.
Oh no! So it's that 300-metre warranty, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so you'd have a Skoda.
Yeah.
See, back in the day, if you had a Skoda or a Lada, you'd get beaten up.
Yeah.
So I still couldn't buy one, even though I think they're lovely. There are some beautiful Skodas at the moment. I don't know about Ladas. I haven't seen one in for years.
If Skoda made the new Octavia VRS as a plug-in hybrid, that would be my next company car.
Right.
And like the funny story, my Skoda Superb, although it was a diesel, the one I had before my Hyundai, that thing used to generate its own fuel.
I've never been in a car that actually. We went to London, didn't we?
We went to London and I filled it up, and the rain, and I drove quite sensibly.
It started off with like 650-mile range, right? And by the time we got to London, so we'd done 50 miles.
Yeah,
it had like 800 miles in it. I'm like, how it generated
its own mileage. It was amazing. I think the most I ever got out of that on a really good run was 1,000 miles out of a tank.
That's good going,
which is mental.
It is really mental.
But again, something about 2-litre diesel, turbo diesels with the torque and everything, they're just wicked.
Yeah.
They're just so much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the little Fabia VRS was always a car that I never got.
Yeah.
I nearly bought one a few years ago.
So, another car that I would probably get, and I'll keep looking at them, is the Fiat Cinquecento, because I want to make a...
You want to make an in-between?
I want to make an in-betweeners replica, because I think it'd be genius.
Cool.
But you can't... Normally, I've seen them for about £2,000, and then one's popped up recently for like 600 quid.
Yeah.
But it's too far away. By the time you put in, like picking it up or getting it picked up, you're looking like 600-700 quid.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. But I wouldn't mind doing that just for a bit of fun.
Okay.
I just, if you was just to hire it out to like proms and things like that, would be pretty good.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Not stag do's, actual weddings. Imagine turning up in your wedding in the in-between this guy.
That just speaks class.
It
does, doesn't it? It's a new level of sophistication.
Definitely. I think that's it for those questions.
Is that question time?
Well, unless you want to...
I'm happy with that, mate.
Unless you got more.
I'll probably have more, but I'll spring them up.
Okay. Merch is going to be available very soon, as I always say. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Yeah? Is that good?
Yeah.